Hello everybody, this is Arsenal. Today I would like to talk about the linear perspective. Well, this is a mathematical technique like how to do the illusion of depth, make it pretty convincing to viewers. And it was developed since Renaissance period, so it got a long history. But however, we are not doing any math today, just do the drawing, and I'll make it as easy as possible. So there are several different kinds of linear perspective. This one called the one-point perspective. It depends on how many vanishing points, like this one. Just like a railroad, you see. Every time you see a row and you cannot see the end of it, it just feels like they demolish into just one little spot, and that will be called the vanishing point. And the line there, where you see vanishing probably will be at the cross of the sky and land or the sea, depending on where you are. But the line where vanishing point will locate will be called the horizon line, or just your viewing point, because this line depends on whether you are above the object observing or below the object you are observing. For example, if this is the just like a block, and this below the so you'll be that on the ground. However, if you want to draw a flying object like a flying block, so the horizon line will be below here, and let's just randomly set up the vanishing point. Yeah, probably this one. So the one side that's parallel to us will not diminishing too much. Well, depends on distance. If away from you, it will diminish. But this side will be our probably the standard size, and all the other line orthogonal. We draw the orthogonal lines to the vanishing point. And depends on the distance. So you may like this. Okay, so this is just like a flying block, And if you want to draw like equal distance, like the distance between this block to the next block, and one easier way for you to do is just like finding the midpoint of the second line and draw from top or down. Either is fine, because we will do the vertical and horizontal line later. And then we draw the vertical line and the horizontal line. So just beware, these lines are parallel to each other. See, the vertical parallel to vertical, and the horizontal parallel to horizontal. Okay, so there will be like two same size but diminishing size. Just follow the orthogonal line. Yeah, this is called the one-point perspective. And as you may guess, if there are two different vanishing points, we call it like a two-point perspective. This is more used for when you don't have like a surface that's parallel to your picture plane, which is right here. This is our picture plane right here, right? So there might be just one side of it. You see, this one might parallel to us, so we will use this as our standard size, and also each line will go to the vanishing point. We can also do the this one is sitting on the ground because the horizontal line is right here. You see, and we can also do the flying 2-point perspective. You see, and one amazing thing about this is if we use the same vanishing point on the picture, do the composition, their relative scale will be consistent. And you won't be like a giant figure next to a very small object. You see, they'll be like more natural looking. So this just make a lot of sense to viewer. They don't. Maybe when you see a picture, you don't realize automatically that there's linear perspective involved. But actually, this is a very good technique for you to line up your composition. So yeah, let's do a flying object, you see, with a 2-point perspective. And the one thing you might be aware of is that if we draw the vanishing point too close to each other, it will give you kind of squish feeling. So I'll try to make it bigger this time. Let's see. And you always brings a ruler when you do the linear perspective. This is crucial. I mean, somebody used free-handed, and you may have a good sense for the very first few lines, but as it goes more complicated, and you will just become a whole mess. So yeah, just a good habit to bring the ruler with you when you do the perspective stuff, and a sharpener pencil. Yeah, I'm using the charcoal, so yeah, that's fine. See, that missed a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, so overlap a little bit. Parallel, remember the parallel lines there? So unlike the 1-point perspective, we have like a parallel line to our viewpoint, view horizon line. 2-point perspective don't have it because they have like different vanishing points. So like this, we go this point to the vanishing point. Oops. This line also lining up to another vanishing point. So this will be our block, you see. And if you want to draw like same width or same height block to it, you can also do that the same way. You see, you find the midpoint, and where you can draw from this one or this one. It doesn't matter, because after that we will draw a vertical line that parallels to the other one. So each way is fine. Alright, like here. Okay, you can also do this way. So you want to measure. It's a little bit shorter, so I'll take around here. And just that to show it doesn't matter which way we go this way instead, and make it parallel, and the bottom part will go to the other vanishing point. So it just takes a little bit practice and patience, because you have to draw many lines, you see. But the yeah, just like other art project, you know, this one will give you a lot of advantage if you do it correctly. Okay, it's a little bit off, I guess, because it's not completely go to the vanishing point. But you got the idea. Like there's like same length and same width, you know, blocks there, and you can go all the way to you cannot. Okay, this is 1 point, 2 point, and there's also 3 point that we don't use a lot. It's like this one. So this time we don't have a parallel lines anymore. Everything is like moving around. So this one probably will be like you see the skyscraper, you see the view, you cannot really see the bottom of it. Or this is from top down, and you can also be the other way. So but this method is not used a lot because when we draw object, we will not open using that technique. It's more like a photography technique. They also use the 4 point, even 5 point, which is like a lens view. But we will not go over that part because in drawing, the mostly used are these two, the 1 point and 2 point perspective. Okay, right. So that's about it for the linear perspective. There's plenty more application to it, but this is the very basic concept. And if you enjoyed this, please drop a like, leave a comment if you have any question, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.